Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Too Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Too Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. 2 easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I've got actress Irina Dubova with me. So welcome, Irina.
Thank you very much, Michael. I'm thrilled to be part of your talk show today.
Oh, thank you so much. I was so excited that you said yes and that you sent me directly. I love that. Absolutely think you're the best actress. I love watching you work. And I was trying to think what the first thing I'd seen you, and it was probably The Americans, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would say so. I had a couple student movies. That's actually how it started in the United States.
Yeah.
With my acting career, I had few student movie, and then I get the agents, I get the managers, and then I ended up in Americans in one episode. That was my first big part. Yes.
Yeah, that was a pretty good part. I mean, that show when it was out was big.
That's amazing part. Yes, yeah. I agree. I love it.
Pretty good. So let's talk a little bit about your background. So you didn't train in acting here. So talk a little bit about that. Talk about your training, your kind of upbringing in the entertainment business, and why you chose to come here to the States.
Okay, so where you want me to start? Because I became actress 2 times, basically. Once in the USSR, where I was born and raised, and I was a stage actress there.
Oh, okay. So you were doing more theater there.
Yes, I was doing only theater.
Okay.
In Russia. At that time, it became Russia.
Did you have was your plan to eventually get into TV or movies in Russia, or is that why you came over to the States?
No, not really. I was happy with acting on the living stage.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I like it better because I can hear audience, I can connect with audience.
That's right.
And I'll get and I give back. In the movie, it's a little bit different because, of course, you're trying to get something to camera,
right?
But
yeah, you don't have that that audience connection that you
have. Yes, and I'm missing it now. But I understand with my accent, it's not easy to do something on the living stage, even though I'm not losing my hope about it.
Well, and you shouldn't.
Somebody take a risk and give me a part.
You may just need to write your own and then star in it.
I'm not really a writer. I wouldn't do something not.
I'd like to. This is here. I'm going to pitch you one. We just got to find a right. So you're in your typical role. Maybe you're a housekeeper on a show or whatever. Nothing too big, but something happens, and you end up kind of uncovering, say, a murder, and then the whole movie or show is about you trying to solve that crime. I'd watch that.
Thank you.
That's easy for me to say because nobody's written it yet.
Thank you. Maybe you give an idea for someone to write a play for me. That would be great.
Is there a difference in acting here in the Americas compared to acting in Russia? Obviously, there's a difference in you were doing theater there and you're doing screen and TV here. But
yeah, that's hard for me because it's like you say oranges and apples to compare because it's kind of the same profession, but it's different in many ways. So I don't know how to compare because I never been in a movie in back in Russia, and I never been in. No, I've been a couple times in a theater here, but it was like very short plays, like mostly for the like very small audience, like one time premiere. It wasn't that big.
Yeah.
So
difficult. I mean, other than I'm assuming training to be an actress in Russia, kind of similar to training here.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Yeah, why is that? What's the difference?
So. Because over here, and again, I wasn't taking any like theatrical education here in the United States. I was attending a couple different classes just to get myself into understanding what expected from me.
Right.
Here. I had to get this understanding, right? But what I see, and especially in the movie, I wouldn't say about theater because I don't know, but especially about the movie, it's different because somebody who see me working on a set, they tell me, "Oh, you probably been theatrical actress, right, on the stage."
Right.
And I'm, yeah. How do you know? Because they said you living every moment, no matter if camera watching you or not, you there, and that's true. I caught myself that, and these thoughts that yes, that's true. I don't even know, and it's like I still don't know when camera watching me or not, because I'm just there.
Oh, I love that.
And later I see something, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know I was in the camera. There's like some surprises, and that's why when I'm watching myself, it's very scary because I don't know what I'm gonna see. Honestly.
Well, it probably makes it a little easier while you're performing, though. If you don't really, if you're not aware of the camera, it's probably easier to do the acting, I would think.
And it's very hard not to be aware that somebody watching you.
Right.
It's very hard. But I mean, I think I'm fortunate in this way because I don't really care what everybody think about me. I'm just there.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know if it's bad or good, but it's true.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a terrific way to kind of go through it.
And that's very strange for me when I see in classes the like instructors who's teaching acting, they saying you have to be in the moment. I'm like, is it there any other way to be not in the moment? I mean,
I've always heard that be in the moment. But there has to be other ways to do it.
Maybe I don't understand this correctly, but being in the moment, I mean, that's a part of the profession. You don't have to tell, I don't know, to the chief that you have to cook because he knows that his profession is cooking, right? So the actor, they have to be in the moment. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. If you're too busy thinking how you look, if your hair good, if your makeup right, what if something happened with my clothes, or I mean, you can't be concentrating on what's going on in the scene. It just plays two doesn't live together.
Yeah, so, well, yeah, that makes sense because if you do concentrate on it, it'll probably mess you up.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried. But I don't really. I tell you, I don't really care how. That's why we have our like terrific workers who's working on the makeup side, on the hair side, and that's their job to see that I look decent, right? Yeah. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. I think being in the moment is like part of the profession, and it's very important.
Yeah. No, that makes sense to me. I loved you on Hunters. A little appearance on there. That was such a strange show because it's kind of a Nazi hunter show,
Yeah.
but not quite present day, but closer to present day than say World War II. So it was kind of interesting. But you were pretty good on there. That was, and it had a couple seasons.
Thank you. I guess my accent come handy in this part.
Yeah, it worked on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'd had Saul Rubinek, who was on Hunters. He's been on the show, and he talked about it just being a pretty good time on set. Everybody got along pretty well, and you had a good mix of experienced actors and newer actors. So the set was pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a great set, and every set that brings something and such a good memories of people around, of communications, and that's amazing. I would love to be more on the sets than I am right now.
Well, I think you're gonna have that coming. You seems like you're picking up steam a little bit. So we loved you on the Perfect Couple. We were watching that one, and I just seen you in Wolves, with Clooney and Brad Pitt. Great role. And I saw you on Perfect Couple. I told my wife, I was like, oh, that's who I want to get for the show. And here you are.
Thank you. Yeah, that was very exciting to hear from you that you're interested to.
I loved her on your character on the show because she was just like anybody that was messing up her routine or what she needed to do. She had a problem with. She was like, don't know about them.
Actually, in the beginning, it was very small part. It
really?
was written during the show more and more, and I love the director of the show, Susanna Bier. She's amazing, and it started very funny because the first day we've been on a set, she was talking to all main characters about their parts, and I was patiently waiting in a corner. When everybody's done, I was approaching, and I asked her, "What do you think about my part?" And she just looked at me like, you go show me what you can do and we'll talk about it. And she left. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah, that wouldn't help
after
you
that,
too
I
much.
didn't ask any more questions. I know my place. And I just start, working on my character.
Yeah.
And she was laughing. And she said, "Why you not saying anything when you come in?" I'm like, "I don't have words. I don't have any lines." And she's like, "Okay, just say this." And she threw me the lines. And I start saying them. And then I started appearing in more scenes. And she started getting me on the call sheet, even in the days when I'm not supposed to be there, not in the scene. And she started giving me lines, some action, something. And I kind of understood her idea to show some part of this family life through my eyes and my perception. And when I understood this, I started acting in this way, of course. And
well, that's what we liked about it because your character really showed you sides of the family that you weren't seeing any other way.
Yeah, and it was like the key was that she's been with this family for such a long time. So of course she kind of resembled their traits.
That's right.
But in her own level, that's the funny,
Well, I thought it was funny because like if anybody decided to do something that encroached on things that she handled, she didn't like it. She's like, that's my job.
She has her pride, yes, of doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, she thinks that she judged people the same way, like she belonged to this masses, right. So she belongs to this family in her own crooked mind, right? Because she thinks that she deserves her place.
That's right.
And she has right to do what she's doing.
Yeah, she was very protective of her station.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, and she's very protective of like Lee's role, the dad, very protective of him. She kind of she knew, kind of who he was, and she looked past that and helped him.
It seems like I know my place, but at the same time, I could easily be on a place of grief.
Yeah.
In my mind.
I agree.
I could be if it was different circumstances or something.
That's right.
So, but at the same time, I know my place in everything. But in her mind, like she always part of this family.
Yeah. Well, that's how it came across.
That's what I was trying to.
Yeah. You did it really well. Yeah. I thought you did it so well because it really came across. And that's why we liked her so much, because, it was, you could kind of see what was going on just by looking at your face. Cause you could tell if you were okay with it, if you're happy with it, or if you weren't.
Mm-hmm. Approve or not. Yes.
That's right.
Yes. And it was funny, one moment when I asked Susan, and she was talking to me more later. I asked her, like, can we do something? Because everybody can be suspected as the murderer at certain point of the show, right?
Right.
Can we give me my little thing when I can be suspected as a murderer too?
Oh, I love that. When she did that, right?
Yeah, and I did that, and she let me do it because we have a very small piece. It shouldn't be probably there, but I'm very proud that I bring it in, and I'm very thrilled that she worked with me on that. So we have a little thing when Tag talking to I would say Megan.
Nicole.
What?
Are you talking about Nicole's character or?
No. His lover, friend.
Oh.
I said Megan because the actress was Megan.
That's right. But her character, yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, her character.
Yeah.
She's sitting there, and after talking to Lee, and he left and put his like suit on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she's sitting on the table very upset. And I'm just like cleaning the dishes. And I was approaching to this line that we have on the table.
Yep.
Like looking at her, I'm gonna kill you myself if you're gonna do something to Tag or you upset him. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you think about yourself, but I'm gonna protect him. I'm ready to kill.
Yep.
And director.
Well, it came across. It was that moment was kind of menacing.
Okay, we'll get it to you. Go do it. And I was so happy, and it was our martini shot.
Love that. Yeah, I love that. It sounds like she really kind of understands where actors are coming from and to let you have a little bit of freedom there to
Oh yeah. She's an amazing director. I'm very happy that I get this chance in life to work with her.
Yeah. Well, and it showed on the show. When you were filming, did you know the whole story, or did they kind of keep the ending from you?
No, of course I knew the whole story. Yeah. I read the script, but some lines came unexpectedly to me that was thrown that I should say this and that.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the script from the very beginning, but later, yes. And I want to say one more thing. Nobody said, sometimes I'm reading the comments about this character and people kind of, discuss who she is. And they very unhappy about my Polish accent. I wasn't playing Polish. I wasn't playing any special nationality.
Right.
She was just, yes, person from different country, some kind of European
That's right.
country. And everybody can treat it different. But my name doesn't mean that I'm from Poland.
Right.
And when somebody said that I'm pretty bad with a Polish accent, I was feel kind of, why they decided I'm Polish? Nobody ever mentioned it I'm Polish. If my name is Gosha, doesn't mean that I'm Polish.
Well, that's right. That's right. And, you know, watching the show, I never thought Polish. I'm not sure what I thought, but I never thought Polish.
No, it's like, you know, I was watching film with Kate Winslet, Regime.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing, amazing show.
Really good.
And it was about some country.
Right.
We don't even know what country, right? And nobody
right.
had a problem with it. So I think sometimes it's not about, I mean, of course, if I'm playing a Russian character, I have to make a Russian accent. But if I'm playing besides, it wasn't even decided that she would have any accent. It just happened that Susan decided to give me a chance.
Yeah, right.
She wasn't written as a person who's supposed to have an accent.
Yeah,
she was just the housekeeper of this house.
Yeah, she's just housekeeper. We kind of took it as, well, she's probably from some type of Eastern European country, but it wasn't really important for the story to know which country.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't important for the story at all.
Well, now you were a little bit important, because I think you showed a lot of the family stuff that we wouldn't have gotten to see otherwise.
Yeah,
you know,
I understand my place.
They definitely, especially like Nicole Kidman's character, they're definitely hiding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew, your character knew most of it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
it was amazing.
Kind of tell that.
Amazing cast. It was very interesting, time spending with all these actors on the set.
Where did you film that one?
Oh, we filmed it in a few places, because when we start filming in Massachusetts on the Cape Coast, in the real mansion, it was the real mansion.
Oh, really? Okay.
In the movie, yes. So we've been there, like somebody about 3 months. I was there about 2 months, living on the Cape Coast.
That's a pretty good chunk of time.
Oh yeah, that was great. And then it happened, the SAG strike.
Yep.
And we've been shut down.
Yeah. Oh, so you had started before the strike.
Yes, we've been shut down. We didn't finish, and we continue in London in the fall, in the London studio, because we couldn't get this mansion anymore.
Right. Oh,
yeah, but
well, you couldn't tell it. Watching it, you couldn't tell.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. They did a very good job. When I came on the London set, I was like, oh my God, that's the same house. That was amazing. That was amazing. We had a great time there. And the scene when we're dancing in all this reception for the wedding.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes.
It happened in San Dimas here in California.
What was the thought process? Because we love that, the dancing to open each show. Why did she choose to do that?
In the script in the beginning, it was a dance scene, but it was more like a nightmare of our girl.
Yeah.
Like nightmare, everybody's dancing, and then her best friend is dying, and all this together. So it was more like a dream.
Right. Yeah.
But then probably something happened, and they decided to do the real dance in the reception in San Dimas. And they sent us choreography about like maybe months before.
Yeah.
And we have to practice ourselves to learn this dance. I know it was, somebody was talking that a lot of people was against it. I don't know. I'm not really social.
I loved it. I thought it
And
was really it
like
was
this.
fun.
Yeah, and I didn't hear about it, but I love it. I love everything. I open to
Can
everything
you
to try.
still do the dance?
Probably if I practice, yes, I will do it. I don't remember the whole thing. I just remember the beginning when we start
Yep.
this,
Yep.
all of this. Yeah, yeah, it was fun.
And I mean, did they film like was it the whole cast doing it at the same time?
Yes,
That
yes,
had to be
and
fun.
many times. And at the end, even you can see it, I think, in the very end of the sixth episode, when director joined the cast and dancing with us. And this, yes, in this dance. It was fun. After all, everybody was happy. Everything went great. And
It
it
looked
was
fun.
amazing. Yeah, looked fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's we kind of we go by the Nicole Kidman does not make a bad movie or TV show. So usually if she's in it, we're like, yeah, we're going to check it out because it's, usually it's pretty good. And this one
Yeah,
really good.
agree. Agree. Yes.
Loved you on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a long time ago, though.
That's
Yeah.
a while back, but do you have a preference do you like to perform comedy or do you prefer the drama?
Uh, it's funny because I think I always prefer drama,
Yeah.
but people who's watching me telling me like I'm better in comedy
Well,
and
I
stay
think you're
away from
funny.
drama. I don't know why.
I think you're funny. I just I rewatched. I like to like every night. My wife takes a long bath. That's how she unwinds for the day. So while she's doing that, I like to watch a comedy. That's kind of how I unwind. So I just kind of over the last few years, I went through all the good comedies. So last year was Brooklyn Nine-Nine's turn. So I just saw your episode not too long ago,
Oh, really?
and it's funny. It's funny.
I love this part. I love this part. And I was surprised myself because I didn't know I can even do that kind of a gestures I was doing there. I mean, it was also surprising to see.
Well, and wasn't too long ago I saw you on Barry.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
that one kind of surprised me. I didn't realize you were in that one, and then there you were.
Yes. Yes. That was a small episode, but that was very. It also, it's been almost right after Americans. I got
Yeah,
this part, so it's been also like a while ago, but I like it. Recently, I had my new reel updated it finally with the serious projects that I
yeah.
had lately. Yes, and I have and it's on my website. I put it on my website now. Finally, it's
As you should. You got some good stuff on there.
yeah, the perfect couple, Barry, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Goodbye Vesna. That's the movie,
Oh,
one of my favorite student movie that I made when I speak Romanian there. I was
very
playing
nice.
Romanian cleaning lady. Yeah, but it was very good movie. My first leading part in the movie. Yeah. Then Americans and High Potential.
Oh yeah, High Potential was more recent, right?
Yeah, that was more recent
Yeah.
of my TV shows. Yes.
Well, and I saw where was it? Oh, uh did you play a character named Irina on This Is Us?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that show, but I'll be honest, I don't remember
No,
that
no, no.
character, but it
It was it,
amused me
it
that it
was
had the same
funny.
name.
No, I was in a like little episode with this. Oh my God, I'm so bad with the names. With Sterling
Oh, Sterling Brown. Yeah.
Brown. Yes,
Yeah.
Sterling Brown. And he was very nice. We chat a little, and he kind of comforted me in my episode because I don't know, for some reason I wasn't thinking that I should play it, even though I play it. And he said, "Who knows? Maybe you come back to this show." And I'm like, "Oh no, I already here, and I don't think I'm gonna ever come back." He's like, "You never know. Never say no." And then few episodes later, my agents received the offer for me to come and play with uh, Sterling Brown again in another episode. And when he's talking to constituents.
Oh, that's right. Well,
yeah.
did you bring
and
that up with him?
Somebody like annoying one, and of course it was me. Yes, with my like accent and my, you know.
Did you bring it up with him that he was right? That you
He
did
recognized me. He's like, "Here, I see you." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's true." So that's happened, and I didn't have a name for it, and I was going after everyone asking, "What would be my name? What would be my name? I want a name." And I'm like, "Irina, your name will be Irina. Go." And that's how I become Irina.
I love that. I love it because I've always, I've talked to a lot of actors over the years, and most of them say that if they have a preference, even if the name's never said, they prefer it if they have a name, if their character has a name, even for small parts. Of course,
they would prefer it. When you look on the titles at the end of the show, right? Yeah. You see cleaning lady, you see second officer, first tourist, and someone, and then you see like Roxana. Of course, you would remember like, oh, somebody had a name.
That's right.
And then you just like person without the name, just like kind of a profession or activity. And
right.
Of course, it like looks much better as a credit on your resume.
I mean, there's no reason you couldn't be Irina the cleaning lady. It could say that instead of just cleaning lady.
Yeah, maybe it has something else in mind.
Maybe.
Why they're doing it, I don't know.
Yeah. I think if I was doing, and I wouldn't be able to, but if I was writing a show, I'd do that. Even the small parts, I'd give a name because I just think people will respond more if they have a name. I don't know.
Yeah, even if nobody ever pronounced your name, still you have a name.
You got a name. That would help me. I don't know.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Well, and the other one I wanted to bring up was For All Mankind, because we love that show, and you got to play Olga on that one, because that one it's basically the space race, but Russia was winning it. It was kind of reversed over how it actually happened.
Yeah,
and I thought that was really interesting because it could have easily went that way.
Yeah, that was very good part and very memorable for me because I dedicated it to my grandma, the way how I remember. And she was actually the person who influenced me the most in my childhood. That's why I became an actress.
Oh, I love that. What, did she act?
No, she always dreamed to become an actress, but it never happened. She had like some family circumstances that wasn't very, successful in her life, and she decided like she was basically a homemaker, but she spent a lot of time with me as a child, and she taught me many things. She designed the games for me, and when she see my creativity through the roof, she's like pushed me a little bit. She started taking me to the local theater to see the plays, and then I knew exactly what I want to be. And the games was very funny. I don't know if anybody played these games here, but back in the USSR, we didn't have a lot, I would say, at that years. And maybe wealthy family had more, but I wasn't from the wealthy family.
Right.
And I wouldn't say I was very poor, no. But even middle class, they've been very, very careful how they allocate their budgets and everything.
That's right.
So, but my grandmother always believed in a healthy habits, like child has to be eating well, like nutrition wise, and sleep well and on time. She designed a couple games for me. One was, I didn't like fruits when I was a child.
Yeah.
And she cut the apple in very small pieces and turned her head away and pretend that she's talking to the neighbors and telling them that there's some crow bird live on the nearest tree and always stealing these apples from her. And of course, I was supposed to be this crow, right?
Right.
So she turned away. I grabbed the apple. I eat it really fast. And she turned away. And I'm like, see, this crow again. She stole the apple. And it was until the whole apple was done,
Yeah,
but
she got you to eat the apple.
yes, but I was so happy that she didn't see, understand. I was completely into this bird to the point when I was trying to eat it with my beak. And she was afraid that I'm going to choke on these apples. So we decided that this crow is very intelligent. So she used her claws, just grab the apple, put in the mouth. So that was my game to get the better habits about fruits. And during the nighttime, when I couldn't sleep, she lie down next to me in the bed. We put the blanket over us and we pretend we're sailing a ship. And this ship going through the storm. So we're rocking and, tossing, turning, everything. Like we going through the rain, through all that, to some shores. And for me, it was always Africa. I didn't know anything much about Africa, but for some reason, I think it's a jungle.
Right.
In the jungle, there's a lot of animals, and I was huge animal lover. And we pretend that we're going through the storm to reach the shore. And we've been back and forth in the bed until I'm tired and sleeping. Or sometimes when it's taking longer, we have to arrive to the shore, right? And then she tried to work on my communication skills because she sent me to talk to captain. And I'm talking about me being around before school. So it's about 4 or 5 years old. Yeah. I was talking to the captain of the ship. I have to communicate our needs. I have to see how we can save and help animals, and even sometimes talking to animals.
Well,
and
that's
it was
a pretty involved game.
Yeah, look at this parrot. Look, and she's like, look at his wings. Look how many colors. And I see it. I swear, I see all these colors.
What a great grandmother!
I'm gonna cry now because it's like
amazing.
It's like happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, that was a beautiful game, but she was strict to the point, like really with a like Russian character, grandma, but at the same time, she was fun to be around.
I love that because she sparked your imagination. She had she had you thinking about going to different places. I mean, that's really good,
because we didn't have much, being in USSR, we have very limited resources to afford something. But with this imagination, I didn't feel left behind. I felt like I had all of this.
I love that. Yeah, good for you. That's I'm a grandparent now, and that's the type of grandparent that I hope that I am. I want to inspire and to teach and to encourage. That's commendable, and I think that's a lot of us have those fond memories of our grandparents because of that very thing.
Yeah,
that's true. Did she ever get to see you act?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure she's watching.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, in a school place, yes, but not being on stage. Because when I become an actress, I travel a lot of different Russian cities trying to be in a different theaters. I was, because in Russia, they have repertoire theater. It's not, right now, I think they changed the system. It's also like one-time engagement you can do. But before, it was mostly repertoire theater. So you working in a theater and you're in a different place and they like, every evening it's different play. Depends.
So are you traveling? Do you travel?
No. You here in a city, but over the summer we've been touring and exchanging, like different city exchange, like so we can travel and we can see some other theaters traveling their place and they see our place like performing.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know about now. I haven't been in Russia maybe more than 20 something years. I immigrated a long time.
Back?
No, no,
Yeah.
I don't feel like that. And
Yeah.
especially under these circumstances, I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
I
it's kind of
keep
it's
the
kind
same
of difficult. Yeah,
what I
difficult.
left. Yes, no. And when I came to United States, I had zero English. I don't have any other skills besides being an actress. And I have to go through college, university,
Yeah.
get another profession. I graduated with mathematical degree.
Oh, very nice. Well,
Yeah.
so if you weren't acting, what would you be using that degree for? Would you teach? What would you be doing?
You mean mathematics?
Yeah, if you had to use mathematics as your career, what would you be doing?
Oh, it never would be my career. I just convinced myself when I came that I never would be able to go back on stage or in a movie or anywhere because of zero English and later my accent. I was not feeling well about it, and but it was a very, I don't know, it was a miracle because of a certain day, and I was living in San Diego all these years.
Yeah.
I moved to LA only during the COVID time. Before I was in San Diego. And in San Diego, they have a Russian church who need help to put some biblical play together.
Yeah.
And they need some help in volunteering. And I heard about it, came abroad, start helping, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're professional. Even after so many years, you didn't do anything. You're still doing it. I mean, you have to go back." And I'm like, "No, did you hear me out? How I can go back with this accent?" But I was fortunate because they were very supportive, and they invited for this play some actors from Los Angeles, from Russian community.
Oh,
And
no.
then I see people like ugly duckling become swan because they also have an accent, but they still acting. I'm like, oh, so it's possible. And they convinced me, they helped me. I auditioned. The first student film I auditioned for was Wayne Rye in American Film Institute. And director called me right away and said, "I want you for this part." Yeah. So that's how it started. And I was traveling
Amazing.
from San Diego to LA every time when I have some,
Yeah.
like student film. And then for other parts, I have to travel as well. But then, like, one day I was almost sleeping behind the wheels, and it can end up very bad for me.
That's right. That's
In an
right.
accident
I'm
or
assuming
something.
that's why you moved to LA.
So my children basically push me when they grow up. I have two beautiful daughters. When they tell me, "Mom, we're adults now. You can go pursue your dream." And
Well,
I
good for
moved to
them.
LA.
Does either one of them act?
No,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good for them though. They encourage
but
you
they're
to go.
both very creative,
Yeah.
and they're working a lot with with children.
Yeah. Well, good.
And one of them even like dancing.
Oh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. So they're being creative in their own ways.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really
they
nice.
are. They're very creative, and I would say they took both parts from me, like logical part
Yep.
and creative part. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, Irina, thank you so much. I've been looking forward to talking with you, and you didn't disappoint. This has been so much fun.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was afraid that you're gonna ask me something I don't know how to answer, so I prepare to answer if you ask me if I have some funny story, but it's
Ooh.
okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now I have to ask. Is it possible that you have a funny story? I have to
I'm
hear it
gonna be
now.
quick. I think it was funny because on my last set with the high potential,
Yes.
I'm the killer. Finally, I get promoted, right?
You
From
finally
being
got to be the
the
bad guy.
becoming the villain, right? So yeah, and it was the moment when I have to, basically bash her head with a rock,
Yeah.
right? That was the hardest moment for me because, as I said, I don't understand what else can be if you're not in the moment. But if you're not in the moment, you can't control yourself, right?
Right.
So you can hurt someone, and you don't want to hurt your
That's right.
partner.
Yeah, if you're in
So,
the moment, you think you might hurt somebody.
and yeah, that was the challenge for this part. It was a very big challenge for me. So every time we try, I she has beautiful hair, right?
Yep.
So every time I hit her, she's not falling, and we stop. And director asking me, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm hitting her," but she's like, "I don't even feel it. Hit harder." And I'm like, "Okay." And they see that I'm like, just
Yeah, you're hesitating.
like hesitating to hit her harder. So director taking this rock and start hitting himself on the head. Then my partner, Kate, she's taking the rock, start hitting her on the head. And everybody around start hitting themselves on the head, showing that it's not hard, it's okay, and it's not real, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay. I grabbed the rock, I find the moment, I went around the corner so nobody see me and start hitting myself really hard. I can't imagine if somebody see me from the side and something wrong with me. Hitting myself to check that they telling me the truth. When I
Well,
was
I'm guessing
convinced
they
that
were.
it's not, yeah, it doesn't hurt no matter how hard I hit myself, it was fine. So that was a very
That's
funny
pretty funny.
moment for me, but it was like the way how they all convinced me that it's not gonna hurt, just do it. But I'm making very like scary face that I'm
Right.
gonna kill her right now, right? But at the same time, my hand just freeze. I can't do it. I can't hit the person. I was very very
That's
challenged.
pretty funny. I like the image of you going around the corner and just beating yourself up.
Yeah, I didn't find the other way because I mean they telling me like, look, it's okay, and I'm like, yeah, but maybe I don't know. I see it looks like okay, but who knows? I have to check myself. So
Does your daughters have a favorite role that they've seen you in?
I think the perfect couple.
That's
I think
my
the
favorite, I
perfect
think.
couple in Americans. They like
Americans are pretty
this
good.
like opposite.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Both those, and then I'd probably put in Brooklyn Nine-Nine because it was fun seeing you do some comedy. That was cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm open to do anything because I really love it. I enjoy it. It's my life.
Well, yeah, you're so good at it. Yeah, I'm sure it's just going to keep getting better and better because luckily we do a lot of things here that need someone that has a little bit of an accent. It works out really well.
I hope. I hope
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, it will. It will. I'm sure. So,
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mike.
well, this has been just the best. But before we wrap up, a couple little things. Are you working on anything currently that we can kind of keep an eye out for?
Uh, Currently, no, but I had one project, but it's still in post production. I
Yeah.
was in Canadian independent movie,
Oh.
and that's also comedy, even though my part is not comedic. Yes, it's the title of the movie will be Lunar Sway,
Okay.
and it will be distributing in Canada, but director said that probably in United States he will be looking for distribution. And it was all Canadian cast
Oh, that's terrific.
besides me and Liza Whale.
Oh,
She's
okay.
amazing. Yeah, we both I can just say that we're both mothers.
Yep.
I'm adopted mother, and she is kind of real
Okay.
mom.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah,
Interesting.
but hopefully you will watch it. And director is very talented. His name is Nick Butler. He's very talented. He wrote this script and he produced it, and he that would be his second movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a young but very promising
Well,
director.
yeah, I'll look that one up. Did you film it? Did you film it in like Vancouver or Toronto?
No, we're supposed to film it in the beginning. We're supposed to film it in New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it was involving some like desert environment or something.
Yeah.
But then they transferred it to Canada, and we've been in British Columbia.
Oh, British Columbia. Okay.
Kamloops. Yeah, it was like places that I probably would never visit or see if not.
That's the fun ones to go
if
to.
If not of this set. With the cities, like they have population of 800 people in the city. I can't imagine it. They have like one restaurant. If it closed, you're out of luck.
You're out of luck.
Wait until it's open next day. It was very exciting. Very exciting.
That is. That's
to be on this set and work on this set. Very nice cast. Very nice actors.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that one. That does sound pretty good. Are you on social media? No. I know you've got a website, so give us the website.
No, I'm not very social person.
Well, but you do have the website. It's just
I have website with my name on it. Yes. Yeah. And I have IMDb.
Yes.
But my past few years make me in a position when I'm supposed to stay at home most of the time and work from home. So at that time, my social life kind of shut down, and I still can't get myself out of it. So
you need to put one of your daughters on it. The younger generation does so much better than we do.
I know. They are on social medias and everything, and they're helping me when I need something. They like supporting me. They're my readers for all the auditions and my critics for what I do.
That's pretty great. And I'm assuming they're still living close to you, like you get to see them.
My older one, she's living in San Diego, and we're seeing each other more often. Not that often, but more often that I see my other one. The younger one moved to Tennessee.
All right, she's on my end of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee, like where's she at in Tennessee? She in Nashville?
Franklin.
Oh, Franklin. Okay, yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah, it's about, I think from where I'm at, maybe 5.5 hour drive. So yeah, so it's reachable. I could get there. Irina, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this. I hope we can do it again at some point. I'd love that.
Hopefully by that time I have more material to talk about. Because
you had a lot this time. I think I mentioned all of them, the one, two. Yeah. Oh, Chad. You were in Chad.
Yeah.
I was a cleaning lady.
Yeah, I was a cleaning lady.
Yeah. That was pretty good too. I enjoyed that one. All right.
One time I got the audition and for another housekeeper, when my daughter reading with me, she's like, "Oh, Mom, no, not another house."
Well, at least with the perfect couple, that was a pretty meaty role for a housekeeper. That was a pretty good role.
Thanks to the director,
she made it into a good role.
She made this role for me, basically. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, it was really good. Well, Irina, please keep in touch, and let's plan to do this again. Maybe when the next one comes out.
Maybe something come out of this interview for me, and somebody will offer me some, role. That would be great.
That would be that'd be great for both of us.
That would be great.
Be so happy with that.
I'll share with you.
Just mention me, a little thanks. That's all I need.
After I watched few episodes with other actors, the interview that you're doing for every episode, I start going to Too Opinionated every day on IMDb and check on it. So I'm putting my 2 cents into your success. Okay.
I love that so much because that's you need that traffic on that page. It helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you.
I'm trying to pay back because that's my first official interview, and I'm very happy and very thankful for you inviting me for it.
Well, I hope that it went well. I think it on my side it went very well, but I love that we were your first one, and hopefully it encourages you to do more.
I don't know what to tell you because, as I said, I always in the moment. I'm gonna watch my interview and see what I
did. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
Okay, I hope so.
All right, hold on one. Irina Dubova, absolutely love her as an actress. Part of the reason I love her so much is that she's very real, very honest about what she's doing, how she does it. Just a really talented actress. She was a little worried about the English not being her first language. I thought she did terrific. She obviously speaks it, understands it very, very well. If you're looking, and most of us are, for something good to watch, The Perfect Couple on Netflix is excellent. It's a mystery. It's got a terrific cast. My favorite is Irina, but it's a terrific cast, so definitely do yourself a favor, check that out. She was good in Wolves. That's an Apple movie with George Clooney, Brad Pitt, really good. High Potential, Chad, which was a comedy. I think it's a Hulu show. For All Mankind, Apple. Hunters, which is Amazon, and we have had a couple, Louis Azawa and Saul Rubinek from Hunters have both been on the show. Seems like I'm forgetting one. I think there may have been one other. But we've got all of those interviews available, so definitely check those out. Barry would be a Max show. The Americans, I think you can watch on Hulu. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's Peacock, and This Is Us also Peacock. So make sure you got plenty of options there to find Irina, but she's definitely worth your time. Just terrific. If you're finding us for the first time, so happy that you're here and would love to have your support. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. If you go there, please subscribe. It's free, really helps us out. Our website is meistercon.com. You can currently find 917 episodes, audio and video versions. So please check us out, meistercon.com. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.